T.I.'s son, King Harris, has been arrested after not appearing in court and some other things connected to his actions.
So him being arrested isn't really like the shocker. It's him coming out and his, I guess, reaction to it, right? Because everybody's saying, King, you grew up privileged, bro. Why are you going down this path? Now he's talking about F the police, F12. So, you know, he just don't.
The night everything shattered didn't begin with sirens. It began with a whisper. A whisper that turned into a warning. A warning that turned into a desperate plea. And a plea that was completely, brutally ignored. Because behind closed doors, far away from flashing cameras and perfectly edited reality TV scenes, one of hip-hop's most powerful fathers was losing control of the one person he could never afford to lose. T.I. wasn't just speaking. He was begging, voice raised, hands shaking, words cracking under pressure as if he already knew what was coming. As if he could see the flashing lights before they ever appeared. As if he could hear the jail cell doors slam shut before his son ever stepped foot inside a courtroom. Stop, he told him. But King Harris didn't stop. Not when the warnings came. Not when the threats escalated. Not even when everything around him started collapsing in real time. Because what the public didn't see, what nobody was supposed to see, was that this wasn't just rebellion. This was a spiral. A fast, violent, unstoppable spiral fueled by ego.
And, you know, I gave him an apology.
You apologize?
Yeah, I gave him an apology, you know, because after we kept going back and forth, you know, like, you know, the things he was doing for me in my life at the time, you know, I kind of felt bad. I kind of felt bad. He was, you know, he was doing some
pressure
real
and something much darker lurking
ways
beneath the surface. And now there are police reports. Now there are leaked messages. Now there are witnesses talking. Now there are videos that were never supposed to go public. And now, King Harris has been arrested. But that's not even the most shocking part. Because insiders are saying the arrest didn't surprise T.I. at all. They're saying he saw this coming weeks ago.
Trust nobody. In Hollywood, specifically, when you get there, a lot of people don't know how to say no. That's the difference between New York City and
maybe even months ago. They're saying there was a moment, a specific moment, where everything could have been stopped. And King chose to ignore it. Flat out. Cold. No hesitation. No fear. No respect. And that decision? It may have just detonated one of the most explosive family implosions the hip-hop world has ever seen. Because the deeper you go into this story, the darker it gets. We're talking secret recordings.
To do that if it wasn't for Family Hustle.
Right.
Now, it does come with some, you know, it's some adversity. It's some adversity to come with that. People get in your bed.
Explosive confrontations caught on camera. Industry insiders leaking details they were never supposed to share. Friends turning into enemies overnight. And a social media war so chaotic, it's dragging in celebrities who have nothing to do with the situation, but everything to gain from the fallout. And just when you think it couldn't get worse, there's another layer. A betrayal no one saw coming. A name being whispered behind the scenes that could completely flip this entire situation upside down. And if what's being said is true, this isn't just about an arrest anymore. This is about control, power, reputation, and a father watching his legacy crack right in front of him, with no way to stop it. Because the real question isn't why King Harris got arrested. The real question is, why didn't he listen? And what exactly was he trying to prove when everything was already on the line? Because what happens next? Nobody is ready for it. And once you hear what really went down before those cuffs went on, you might never look at this family the same way again. The moment the video leaked, everything changed. Not slowly, not quietly, instantly. Phones started buzzing. Group chats exploded. Screenshots flew across timelines like wildfire. And within minutes, the internet wasn't just watching. It was dissecting, replaying, zooming in on every second of footage that was never supposed to leave that room. Because there it was. Raw, unfiltered, uncomfortable. T.I. standing face to face with his own son, not as a rap icon, not as a mogul, but as a father on the edge of losing everything. Why are you doing this? He demanded, voice tight, eyes locked in. But King didn't flinch. Not even a little. That's what made the clip so chilling. No apology. No hesitation. No fear. Just silence, followed by a smirk that sent the entire internet into a frenzy. And that smirk? It lit the fuse. Because within hours, anonymous accounts started posting what they claimed were leaked messages, private conversations that painted a completely different picture of what had been happening behind the scenes. Messages where T.I. wasn't just warning his son. He was pleading, "I can't protect you from this," one alleged text read. Another? "You're moving like you want to crash out." And then the one that hit the hardest, the one fans couldn't stop reposting. "If something happens, I won't be able to fix it this time." That line didn't just trend. It haunted people, because suddenly, the arrest didn't feel random anymore. It felt inevitable. But here's where it gets darker. Because while the public was just starting to process those messages, insiders were already dropping something even more explosive. There was audio. A recording. A private confrontation that reportedly took place just weeks before everything went sideways. And according to multiple sources, it wasn't calm. It wasn't controlled. It was chaos. Voices raised. Accusations flying. Furniture moving in the background. Someone yelling, "You think this is a game?" And then, T.I.'s voice again. Louder this time. Desperate. "Do you understand what's coming for you?" That question, King allegedly laughed. That single reaction sent shockwaves through everyone who heard about it. Because it confirmed what people were starting to fear. This wasn't just rebellion. This was defiance on another level. The kind that doesn't stop until something breaks. And something did break. Because fast forward to that October night. The traffic stop. The flashing blue lights cutting through the dark. Officers approaching the vehicle slowly, cautiously, as if they already knew who they were dealing with. Because by that point, King Harris wasn't just another name. He was already flagged, already watched, already on a list. And when they ran his information, that's when everything snapped into place. Outstanding warrant. Previous incident. And now, a weapon reportedly on him. In that moment, it was over. No arguments. No second chances. Just cold steel cuffs clicking shut. And just like that, the son of a hip-hop legend was no longer trending for music, or interviews, or controversy.